What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another edition of Tony Tweeted What? If you haven't seen it before, think of this as the Multiversus news roundup, one episode per week. All the little stories, all the little interesting news information that we may have gotten over the past 7 days, all put into one video so we don't miss out on anything important related to Multiversus. Straight from Tony Wynn himself, the game director for the game. So let's start off. We got quite a few topics to jump into. So first topic is another reassurance that the open beta will go straight into the actual game release. So hopefully there's no downtime. So here's the question. Hey Tony, I was just wondering if the Multiversus open beta lasted until version 1.0 release, or if it's timed like the closed alpha was and the tech test before it. And Tony tells us, we covered this a couple weeks ago, but it's good that we got more confirmation yet again. So Tony tells us it'll hopefully be permanent unless we find some really awful bugs, which is exactly what he said beforehand. So yes, as long as there's nothing major that holds the game up or that comes out during the open beta, yep, this is pretty much, once the open beta starts, it's going to go straight into the actual release. So think of it kind of like anybody that played Fortnite in the early days. Once that came out, it just kind of just kept going and kept going. So that's kind of the path that we should expect for Multiverses. Again, unless some really awful, weird bugs happen to pop up. Topic number 2. Don't believe any fake release dates that you may hear on the internet. I know I shouldn't have to say that, but we had an instance over the weekend of somebody claiming that Tony said something, and here's what it is. They say that it's coming out after July 15th. Tony said mid to late July. Now, I've been keeping up with Tony quite a bit on Twitter and everything, and I don't remember him ever stating that. So when this person kind of said that, I got confused. But luckily, Tony happened to clear up the situation for us. He replied straight to this person, I don't know the date yet. It'll depend on what the quality assurance and certification finds. Again, the open beta is going through its testing phase right now. Hopefully, as long as nothing crazy happens, we should get information hopefully soon about a date when the open beta will happen. So yes, until then, you're not going to hear, you might hear like somebody say, oh yeah, I heard this date is going to happen. No, unless it's coming from Multiversus official Twitter or, on their YouTube channel or straight from Tony Wynn himself, don't believe it. So there's going to be a bunch of fake dates going around. Sure, there could be predictions all the time. I'm still predicting the 7th or the 8th, but we'll see what happens. But either way, don't believe any fake dates that somebody might say, because ultimately they might just be talking crazy. Topic number 3, we're talking about some unique perks for every character. So perks I'm very excited to try out in the game. I'm sure many of you are as well, but here's the question that was presented to Tony. Hey Tony, so with each character getting 2 character specific perks, is there plans to include more of those type of perks in the future updates, or does each character exclusively get 2? Now, we have seen, who was it? I think Harley Quinn in the closed alpha, we did see had a 3rd one. I think Wonder Woman had a 3rd one as well. So we have already seen glimpses of characters having more than 2, but Tony does flat out just tell us more perks are planned. So that's pretty cool. Maybe it's kind of lower on their, to-do list right now because they want to get the game out in a healthy state where it is. And then once it's healthy enough, then they'll start adding some new unique perks for characters and stuff like that. So this is great nonetheless. And they have told us before, not only character unique perks, but also the smaller secondary perks. There's going to be more of those as well. So that's going to be pretty fun. If you're a fan of perks, well, this is great news. Topic number 4. This one is about the guild system. And somebody just wants to know, hey Tony, do you know if the guild system is going to be available during the open beta? This is something I'm curious to, because they mentioned this way back last November and made a video about the guild system just last week, actually. And I was kind of wondering the same thing. They told us in November that guild system is going to be a part of the game, but we haven't heard a single thing about it since then. So Tony answers the question with, it won't be initially. We're still working on it, but it will be coming. So that's good. So just like, again, it's an open beta. This is not the finished product. This isn't the final, version 1.0 for the game. So it's still, we're still testing stuff out. They're still working on many features and stuff. So eventually we will get the guild system. But as for now, I think most of us will just be happy with the game, the open beta finally coming out. So, and this is like a positive too, right? Not only do we actually get to play the game, we know more stuff to look forward to. It's not like the game comes out and it's like, oh, well, now we got nothing to look forward to. No, there's still going to be many features in this game to look forward to. Characters, stages, modes, all sorts of things. So we can't wait. Topic number 5 is about the ranked system or ranked mode. So kind of similar to guilds, right? Here's the question. Hey Tony, will rank be available day 1 of the Multiversus beta? This is kind of, like I said, same vein, same sort of idea here. It won't be on day 1 of the open beta. We will still have the leaderboard that they had in the closed alpha, so that's cool. So they got some sort of a ranking system, I guess. But ranked will be the next thing we work on, and it will continue to get better season over season. And it will be a focus of ours. So good. Again, like I said with guilds, it's something, it's not going to be in the open beta immediately, but it's something to look forward to that they will be adding eventually. So I know there's people that will want to climb as high as they can in their for the rank modes. So go for it. Once that pops up, try to get as high as you can. We'll see. Maybe they do rewards for, reaching specific levels. I don't know. That's maybe a possibility, but that's way off in the future. But either way, ranked mode is not going to be in the game for open beta day 1, but it will be a little further down the road. Topic number 6. This is a good one. Somebody asked Tony what's their priorities for the open beta for Multiversus, right? So that's exactly the question. If you don't mind me asking, what is high priority for you guys, Tony? And good question, right? So let's find out what the high priorities are for Tony and his team at Player First Games. And he leaves us with making the gameplay healthy. Lots of promised features that we are in progress on, and we already talked about a couple of them with guilds and ranked mode. And then he also says local play and ranked and lots of other stuff we're not ready to talk about yet. Again, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, this is just the open beta. It's not the final version of the game. There's many things to come and look forward to. So that's good. They're working on stuff. They're working on stuff after the open beta releases. And he does follow that up one more time with did I mention new characters? Good. I mean, we know more characters are coming, but hey, he's following that up with the exact same question of what's a high priority. So he says new characters. I mean, it's got to be a priority, right? What else are we going to look forward to? I'm sure they could have events and new stages, stuff like that we could look forward to, no doubt. But the characters, that's going to be kind of a driving force for the game. So yeah, of course, that's going to be a high priority for them. And the last topic for the video has to do with patch notes. No, sorry, I don't have any patch notes. We have talked about many balance changes from the closed alpha to the open beta. So if you're wondering about that sort of stuff, it is on the channel. It all happened within the past month or so. So you can search it up and find it, no problem. But Tony gives us a reassurance that patch notes will be a thing. And he says that he started typing them up and he kind of hates doing it, but they're moving to like an automated tagging system. It'll help him with patch notes in the future. So either way, patch notes are something to look forward to. Like me especially, I feel like anybody that's a little bit more than a casual fan will kind of be interested in this stuff. Patch notes, what's changing with the characters, what moves are getting tweaked, what's happening. Like we want to know specifics for what's changing, and Tony does tell us. Patch notes are coming and they're working on it, so that'll be good to see once they update the game after it comes out, what changes and how did it change. So we'll get a little bit more information on that, but that is going to be it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.